Hi everyone. Today in this video we'll talk about the match function in R, and as we have already used it in Excel a couple of times, it just gives you the location of a particular number or a particular ID that you're searching in an array or in a column in a data frame, right? So with that, let's just deep dive into the code that we have written to understand how the match function operates. Before anything we start, just as a habit, we clean the console and we clean the environment. To clean the environment, we run rmlist is equal to ls. Environment is empty, and to clean the console we click Ctrl plus L. Now our system is set up. Now our studio ID environment is set up to move forward with the code. After creating the console, we need to create some random data sets which has two data sets: one where students attended maths class, one where students attended science class. Now these two data sets has some kind of students who attended both, some who only attended maths and some who only attended science, right? So I'll quickly create those data sets and I'll show you that as well. df underscore 1 is maths class attendance. So these are the roll IDs, the roll numbers of students who attended maths class. Similarly, df2 is science class students. These are the roll IDs for students who attended science class. I'll close these two. And now we come to the problem statement. The problem statement is we want to identify the students who are common between the both classes, who attended the maths class and the science class. And we can use match function to do that. How? We'll match the column in maths dataset with the one in the science dataset. If that function can map the roll numbers in maths dataset and find them in the science dataset, it will give us the location of that number there, right? So the syntax for match is as follows. You put the column of maths class first and then the science class. What you're telling the code, you're telling, okay, whatever role IDs are present in the maths class, search them in the science class. Okay, and then it just returns a number which tells you what's happening there. Similarly, you can also do it the reverse way. First put the column in the science class and then match the science role IDs in the maths column, and then you'll get a location back, just like we get back in Excel. So I'll execute this chunk and show you the output, and we'll analyze this first output on the right hand side. Here you can see I'm getting a number like 70090. So 0 here means that no match was found, and you can also see that in the command that I've written on the left hand side, no match is equal to 0. So this is just to make sure we don't get NAs or hash NA values in a data set. If we are not getting a match, it's a 0, right? Similarly, the match function is giving me 7, so that means the first ID in maths attendance, the first roll ID which I can see in df1, first ID in df1 is roll number 20. Roll number 20 is available at 7th location in the science dataset. So I'll open the science one, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you can see roll number 20 here. So that's what this match function is doing. It's just giving you the location in the next dataset, right? Now this is not easy to interpret at all. If you just notice, you'll have to go there and check manually. It just gives a value which indicates the location, right? How we can use this location is up to us, right? Now let's try to get a 10 flag which just tells us, okay, this ID is present in science, or this is present in maths, right? And this, when we create a 10 flag based on these location values that we're getting, will eventually be the output that we want from our problem statement, which is to find the common roll numbers in both the data sets, right? So I used an if-else function here. Please check out the video on the top and right, in which we have explained how the if-else function operates. We'll not be discussing the if-else function here. We'll only be discussing the match function here. So the if-else function has a match function inside it. So we know what the match function output is, right? The match function is giving me an output of 70090800640, right? Now the condition is, if match function is greater than 0, then put a 1, else put a 0. So all the values of 7, 9, 8, 6 and 4 will actually become 1, and the rest will become 0. Similarly, for the df2 where both classes have taken flag, here also if it's greater than 0, it will become 1, else it will become a 0, right? So here also it will be like this, and then it becomes 0. I'll run this code and you'll see that the both columns have a column now. This is the flag. So roll number 20, roll number 16, roll number 15, 17 and 18 are available in both. This is what the code is telling me. So based on that, we now know what roll numbers are there in both the data set, right? But is it easy to read? Is the df underscore one easy to understand? Okay, which one is there? What if I just want the list of students who are available in both and not think about anything else? I'll just filter the ones from this column, right? I'll remove the zeros. For that, we use a package called dplyr, and it's very simple function called filter. What we do, we run the df1 dataset, pipe it through the filter function, and we just say where both classes taken flag is equal to 1, and we arrange it based on their roll call. So the lower roll call comes above, higher roll calls come below. I'll quickly run this code after loading the package. So first I load the package using the library function. It gets run in the console, and now I run the dplyr package filter function and arrange function, right? If you see, two datasets have been created, one for df1, we get 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, just the ones we talked about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we do for df2 as well, where we get 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, df, all the 5 same. This just shows whichever path you take, you either take from maths to match into science, or you take from science to match into maths, the answer you will get is the same. And this is how you can actually use match function along with the if else command to generate a 1-0 flag to get the common IDs out of these two data sets. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Cheers.